Where did you learn about money? Most of us didn't learn in school, and many of us actually don't know what money is. Instead, we actually learn from watching from our parents, families, and grandparents. Most of us will think money is just a number on the screen. It's our incomes and our expenses, but actually financial trauma from our family. The way you behave towards money today is actually what you went through in childhood. If dealing with money makes you feel painful and heavy, it's not your fault, it's a trauma response. So there are three types of financial trauma, and we'll go through them one by one. So the first one is hoarding. Now, hoarding, it doesn't mean you are good at saving. It means you are living in fear. You are fear of you don't have enough money. You are fear that you must save every single dollars, and you set really high standards for yourself to spend money. When you do this, you can miss out things like your birthday dinner, a day out with your friends, or time with your families because you think you need to save every single dollars, or when you cut down your essentials in your life because you think you cannot afford but you actually can. You do all this to yourself because you think you need to save more just to be safe. But being this harsh to yourself is essentially telling yourself that I don't deserve to enjoy my life and I don't deserve to be looking after. And this is quite heartbreaking. Is think about the time you spend to earn all this hard-earned money in your bank account, but you don't think you deserve the joy it comes with it. The opposite to hoarding is excessive spending. Now, people often of this habit is usually during childhood, they feel they are small and insignificant. So when they grow up, they're more likely to spend money on things they don't need. They will use spending as a way to tell the whole world that now I'm no longer a small person and everybody can see me. Increase your spending will actually make your relationship with money worse, and this can be quite harsh for yourself for later in the life. Eventually, you may think about, since I never have enough money anyway, just spend it all. Excessive spending means that you do shop without a list or a budget, or when you make a purchase more than 5 times a week, or when you always have a high expense but you actually don't have the money to cover the expense, and this will make yourself really difficult. Basically, you are proving you are rich by making yourself poor, and this excessive spending can lead to the next trauma is emotional shopping. We all have engaged in retail therapy at some stage in our life, but for those of financial trauma, shopping is a coping mechanism with harsh emotions, such as heartbroken after a breakup or angry towards your partner. That all these strong emotions, emotional shopping will keep people in an exhausting loop that they must work long hours to cover the spending they do to cope with stress. Now, why does financial trauma matter? Because financial trauma is about your life. When we carry a financial trauma, we often feel fear, shame, and cause us to minimize our self-care. And so if you see yourself in this financial trauma, take a deep breath. You are not broken. It's just that your childhood memory is no longer working for you. But we can start changing this right now. We can start to remind ourselves today that everything inside our bank account is that we spend long hours, our hard-earned money. We deserve to enjoy our life. We deserve to have a good time with our loved ones. If you feel like you need to emotional shopping, just give yourself 48 to 72 hours before you grab your wallet. This isn't a punishment. It's just an extra time for yourself to think about, do I really need to, or because my emotions forcing me to do that? And this will give you enough time to make decisions that's not out of your immediate emotion. So therefore, you are actually making decisions for yourself, but not your immediate emotions are forcing you to do so. By doing so, we can have a better relationship with money. Financial trauma can significantly impact our health. So by doing so, you can reduce your stress and you can also tell yourself that you deserve to have a better life.